Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm bringing you Next Gen Racing's CHewitt Mini Cooper Cup. So this is round 4, live from Sardegna, I think I'm saying that right, Sardegna. This is the road track version C, so it's the short course in these minis. Again, this has been a good series in these minis, been some good racing. Lots of overtakes. Evening everybody. Thank you for tuning in. So quali's about to start. We've got about 2 minutes to quali start. So I'll just read through some lobby settings. We've got 2 races for you tonight. We've got a 15-minute qualifying session, and then we jump into 2 sprint races. So the first race is a 15-minute sprint race. They start with a full tank of gas, and tyre wear is off. They have to use racing mediums in that first race. Ryan Ellis, welcome back, my friend. Boon's Eye Bob getting a shout. Then we jump into the second race, which is reverse grid of race 1, and that's a 30-minute race. They do have to pit in that race, use different compounds. Tyre wear is on ×10 and fuel depletion is on ×8. So yes, they will have to pit in that half-an-hour race. These cars are 150 brake, and they're not allowed to be any lighter than 1,050 kilos. So they are all the same setup. So who we've got in the so Boon's Eye has started quali. Then we've got Boon's Eye, Dragon Eagle, Matthew Lambert, new driver, Joe Winner, TWT, Bogus Begbie, Lorne H. I think he's meant to be in this room, but he wasn't here last week. Hunty the Punty's back. Myla Tyler and NGR happy. So qualifier has begun. 15 minutes of that. So with the new setup for Gran Turismo, once the qualifying started, nobody else can join the lobby. So if anyone's a bit late, that means they miss out on the race, unfortunately. So let's just stick up to Joe Winner. Got number 1 on his car, but he's not first out on track. And let me just put some bits on for everyone to see what's going on. So Joe Winner just hanging back then, looking like he's going to let everyone pass. And then he can get a good run at qualifying time. So yes, only 15 minutes quali and then straight into a 15-minute race. Only a minute into that, Joe Winner now sticking his foot down. Still P1 on his car, but definitely not first man out on track. Bogus Begbie running wide. Is that Matthew Lambert running wide? Again, new driver to tonight's series. Hunty, evening mate, pay attention to your driving, stop paying attention to the stream. I know you use it for info, you sneaky boy. So we are at Sardegna track, road track C. Like I say, this is a short course. All the tracks for these minis is a short course. It does make for some real good racing. You will see lots of overtakes, lots of bumper to bumper action. So stick around, like I say, Matthew Lambert, new driver. And then we've got Lorne right behind him. I don't think he was in the lobby last week. I can't remember. I don't have points for to update you people with, unfortunately. So no hot times yet as they just come around the last corner. Matthew Lambert running wide there again. So let's just see what Boon's Eye does as he comes across the line. So 107 for Boon's Eye. third place at the minute. Lawn H put in the fastest, 107.0. Still a couple of drivers yet to finish their laps yet. Bogus Begbie currently holding P2, 107.3 for him. Bullseye still holding that third. 2 more drivers to cross the line. Then after that first flying lap, 107.0 for Lawn, holding P1 on the grid. Bogus Begbie is in P2 in a 107.3. Oh, so just losing it there, spinning off track, Bogus Begbie. It's an awkward corner that is, you come in flying down the hill and then it gets to the bottom of the hill and changes direction back up the hill, and you can run yourself wide and the back end can lose the back end. Bob then popped himself into first with 106.9. Unbeatable evening, mate. How's it hanging? I'm doing fine, my friend. So 106.9 then for Boonseye. Lawn, so guys just struggling on this course a little bit. It is one of the newer tracks for Gran Turismo, so maybe not a lot of lap times, hours put in on this track. So Lawn in second then with 106.9. Bogus Begbie third now with the 107.3. Matthew Lambert, as I say, new driver, 107.3 for him as well. 0.061 back from Bogus. Hunty the Punty, 107.8 for Hunty. Dragon Eagle, good friend of mine from the Kika stream. He's on a 107.9. I wasn't able to race last week, unfortunately, Dragon Eagle. In 7th place currently is NGR Happy with a 108.2. Myler Tyler, a 108.4 for him. And then currently in 9th, he's on a 108.7. TWT UK, so struggling a bit, 119.8 for his fastest lap. If it's not a track you know, when Gran Turismo do drop these tracks, everyone seems to dive in on them. And if you've not had the timing on, it can be a little bit awkward. So Matthew Lambert up into second now, running himself a bit wide, 106.6 for him. Joe Winner now taking P1, 106.3 for Joe Winner. Wisely staying out of the way then, Joe Winner at the start of the race, just letting everyone go past. It's benefited him. He's up into P1, 0.3 of a second faster than Matthew Lambert. So can we, let's see if we can go on board with Mr. Lambert, and as he puts a lap in. So full power then down the start finish straight. Get to max speed. He's only in 4th at the minute. Braking hard for this corner. Awkward right-hander. Running it wide, like we have seen. Into these little switches. Full power down this straight now. And almost a 90-degree corner coming up. Bit of a drift, running himself wide, also not the best lap to be on board with. So this is the corner I was talking about. You come down the hill at full power, back up the hill, and just as it comes around this corner, you've got to get ready for the hairpin, which is coming up right about here. If you're not ready for that, it flicks the back end of the car out, sticks him in the barrier like we saw earlier. So not the prettiest of laps from Matthew Lambert, but a lap all the same. On that one. Still holding P2 at the minute, Matthew Lambert. As I say, Joe Winner still holding P1, 106.3. Myler Tyler then, 106.8 for him. Boonseye just been pushed down into 4th, 106.9 for Boons, just running himself wide. Lawman again been pushed down a few spaces down into 5th place then. Again running wide. That's the other awkward corner on this track, that's left-hander. You think you can take it faster than you can. So Dragon Eagle there, 107.0 for Dragon Eagle for 6th place at the minute. 8 minutes into quali. Still plenty of time to get some good laps in. Bogus Begbie then, 107.2 for Bogus. And you're happy then down in 8th place, 107.3 for him. Hunty in 9th, 107.6 for Hunty. And TWT UK pulled over the side of the track. Lap times 113, 113s, 113, yeah. So maybe struggling a bit then, TWT. So Matthew Lambert's put in a quicker lap, a 106.6. It's brought him closer to Joe Winner, but he's still got over a quarter of a second to make up on him. Milo Tyler's still holding 3rd. Places kind of staying where they are at the minute. So no position changes in the last few minutes. Joe Winner back out and looking to better his lap time. So the liveries are genuine liveries that are in the Mini Cooper Cup. And this race is the CHewitt Cup, is in relation to Chloe Hewitt, who's herself and her family have got a race team, Hewitt Racing. There will be links in descriptions below, so go and check them out. I'll put the website and the Facebook link in so you can check either. I'll put a link into Next Gen as well, and I'll also put in a link to CJW's page. So CJW Racing is actually commentating live on the Pro lobby. So there are 2 lobbies tonight. This is the Pro-Am, only categorised by the first 2 races of the season. Time-wise, so the fastest got put into the Pro lobby. I'm not saying the slow guys, but the slightly less fast guys got put into the Pro-Ams. So still no position changes. Staying where they are at the minute. Especially TWT UK, it's not going anywhere. So Matthew Lambert has bettered his time. He's got a 106.5, so 11 minutes into quali, still 4 minutes left to put in a couple of good ones. Matthew Lambert looks like he's trying to get a toe off of Joe Winner, but Joe Winner doesn't look like he's having any of it. Matthew Lambert then possibly trying to follow his line, see if he can see where he's making his time up. Again, position's just static at the minute. Managing to make any places up so far. So Joe Winner comes across then for that's not showed up. 112.2 then. So yeah, not the fastest lap by these 2. We'll see what this next lap pulls out for them. Myler's still holding 3rd then. Boonseye Bob only 4,000ths of a second. I really struggle to say that word. 1,000ths of a second behind Milo Tyler then. 106. 106.880 for Boonseye. Milo Tyler 106.876 then. So nothing in it between those two. Lorne still in 5th. He's got Bogus Begbie using him for a bit of a tow. Fastest lap for Matthew Lambert then, a 106.4, closing that gap just a little bit more. Still not quite close enough to take that position off of Joe Winner at the minute. Again, still static all the way through the pack. TWT still parked up. Hunty 107.4 for Hunty now. Still only 9th place though. 107.3 for NGR Happy. 8th place for him. 7th we've got Dragon Eagle 107.0. And that was back on lap 4, not managing to better that. All 107s. So Lorne, he has bettered his time. Still in 6th place, 106.9. Bogus Begbie again, firing himself off into the wall. He's currently on a 106.9, so that's his quickest so far on lap 11. Milo Tyler. So Boonseye Bob's just put in a quick one, chucked himself into 3rd place. I'll just jump back to Milo Tyler, his fastest 106.8. Boonseye Bob then just pushing him back a spot, 106.812 for him. So still nothing in it between those two. Matthew Lambert 106.4. Joe Winner still 106.3 on lap 4 for him. He's got purple sectors, so we'll just see what Joe Winner can do as he comes up the hill towards the last corner. He's currently holding fastest lap. Joe Winner 106.3 then. The line. Let's see what this. So 106.2 then, a new fastest lap. Matthew Lambert's just put in another fast one. He's put in a 106.2 as well, so nothing in it between those two at the end of quali. So we've just got a few seconds while we wait for the counter to tick down, and then we jump straight into race 1. So it is a 15-minute race. It's medium tyres. They start with a full tank of gas, so there's no pitting in this one. And then they jump into race 2, which is a reverse grid of race 1. And that will be 70 litres of fuel, and tyres times 10, and fuel depletion times 8. So your order then: Joe Winner in 1st, Matthew Lambert in 2nd, Milo Tyler in 3rd, Boonseye Bob in 4th, Bogus Begbie in 5th, Lorne H in 6th, Dragon Eagle in 7th, NGR Happy in the pits in 8th, Hunty the Punty in 9th, and TWT UK still in 10th place, still parked on the side of the track. So the first of tonight's races, as I say, 15 minutes. It should be pretty good. There should be some pretty good action around this track. As I say, I did P1 Toyota race round here a couple of weeks ago, and that was very similar to this series. So I'll chuck the stuff up. It's a 15-minute race. Just waiting for the lights to go out. The guys are off. Good start by everyone. Matthew Lambert then looking to make a move straight away on Joe Winner. Good start from Matthew Lambert. Milo Tyler pushing his way into 3rd. Boonseye Bob been pushed into 5th now. Bogus Begbie up into 4th. So a good lead by Matthew Lambert so far. So just leading the pack through the S's. Joe Winner then half a second back. Bogus Begbie right on his tail, 0.2 of a second back from him. Milo Tyler in fourth, then he's got Bullseye Bob right behind him. So looks like Dragon Eagle and NGR Happy running massively wide there. And TWT UK as well on that hard left-hander. So compromised all their laps. Dragon Eagle holding a little bit of damage. Damage is on light, so it will repair itself as they go around the track. So back up to the front, Matthew Lambert still leading this race. Joe Winner's closing the gap though. So just quarter of a second back then. Joe Winner, is he going to make a move into the first corner? He's close enough. He's not done it that time. So keeping his lead then, Matthew Lambert. These two dropping off third place then, almost a second back then for Bogus Begbie. And then 2.3 seconds back, you've got the fight for fourth. So you've got Milo Tyler, Hunting the Punty's made a good run through the pack then, into fifth then for him. So Joe Winner, he's gone down. So he's got that corner wrong, smashed into the wall by the looks of it. So down into sixth place for Joe Winner at the minute. As I say, that damage will repair itself. But he's now miles away from the battle he was in with Matthew Lambert. He's now nearly 4 seconds up the road from Milo Tyler in second now. Bogus Begbie only half a second back. Hunty the Punty 0.1 of a second back. Maybe looking to make a move into turn one. Bogus just holding that left-hand line. So Hunty's just got to stay with him. He's got to be careful he doesn't get passed by Lawn though. He's closing the gap as well. And then Bullseye Bob down in sixth then. He's 3.2 seconds off the back of that fight. So did qualify a couple of spaces up, but now down in sixth, looking to defend from Joe Winner. As I say, Joe Winner's just smashed into the wall and put himself down in seventh. His car's repaired and he's back up to full speed now. So as we move further back NGR Happy under a bit of pressure from Dragon Eagle. So we did see NGR Happy, Dragon Eagle and TWT UK running wide into the hard left-hander halfway around the track. So still fighting to be had. TWT, he's way down the pack, so 14 seconds back from Dragon Eagle. So having a bad race at the moment, TWT. Matthew Lambert extending his gap 5.4 seconds up from Milo Tyler, who's in an absolute punch-up with Bogus Begbie and Hunty the Punty now. Hunty Punty was looking for a move down the inside through there. He's just had to back out, but he has... Oh, I thought he was going to get that place off Bogus, but they're side by side as they come into this hard left-hander. Let's hope they all keep it clean. But Hunty the Punty drifting that mini through there, managing to keep it on track, but that's lost all his momentum. Bogus Begbie up into third, then Lawn now pushes his way past Hunty the Punty after his drift through that corner. So back down into fifth then for Hunty. He'll be spitting bullets. Bullseye Bob closed the gap through all that. He's 2.2 back from Hunty now. Joe Winner looks like he's had another incident, so dropped off the back of Bullseye Bob. He's another 4.1 seconds. That gap coming down though. So Dragon Eagle can see him. He'll be sniffing the blood of Joe Winner if he keeps crashing into the wall like that. He's managed to drop off NGR Happy by a fair old chunk. He's 6 seconds back from Dragon Eagle. TWT's closed that gap a little bit, so it looks like NGR Happy's had a bit of a moment. Car's still in one piece though. So Matthew Lambert tearing away with this race, 7.3 seconds up the road. Milo Tyler just managed to break away from the fight, so he's got a second gap between himself and Lawn. And you've Lawn, Bogus Begbie and Hunty the Punty chasing down for third position. Closing the gap on Myler. So this could end up being a battle for second before the end of the race, 5 minutes in. So yeah, right back on the back bumper of Myler Tyler as they come onto the start-finish straight for the 5th time, or 6th time actually. So they just come across the line. So let's have a look back from Myler Tyler's point of view, looking back at Lawn and Bogus Begbie. Hunty the Punty all chasing him down. Hunty the Punty losing a bit more time through there. Myler Tyler just managing to break that toe a little bit. A bit of glitching from Lawn. It's going to pull Bogus Begbie off a little bit. So 3/4 of a second the gap then between Myler Tyler and Lawn. That coming down now to half a second. So Lawn getting that corner a lot better than Myler Tyler. Bogus Begbie following him through as well. They dropped off Hunty the Punty by a fair old chunk now. He's going to be under some pressure from Boone's Eye if he's not careful. So it looks like Lawn's going for a move down the inside, and and Bogus Begbie as well. So just both guys squeezing their way past Myler Tyler there. Just left the door open a little bit. Lawn was able to take advantage, and Bogus Begbie just followed him through. So down into 4th then for Myler. Looks like Bogus Begbie is having a bit of a run on Lawn as well, side by side as they come into this first corner. Bogus Begbie then taking the place. Oh, Lawn running wide. And so Hunty the Punty taking that place. Myler Tyler as well. So down in 5th then. So Myler Tyler down in 6th now. All of a sudden, Boone's Eye Bob pushing his way past Lawn. Up into 4th for Boone's Eye then. Just getting past Lawn, so I didn't quite want to see what happened there. I don't know whether Myler Tyler and Lawn got into a bit of a tussle, and it was contact that put Lawn on the sand. But down in 7th now then, Lawn. Joe Winner just pushed his way up into 6th place. Myler Tyler down in 5th through all the chaos. Boone's Eye Bob, he's now in a punch-up for 3rd spot with Hunty the Punty. And then there's a big old gap of 4 seconds up to Bogus Begbie. He's just managed to pull a little bit of a gap away from that fight behind him. He's got a lot of work to do if he's looking at catching Matthew Lambert. He's 9 seconds down the street now. 8 minutes into this race. So Matthew Lambert, as I say, a new driver to this league tonight. So doing well on his debut. That gap just come down a little bit. Bogus Begbie's closed it. Oh, that's gone straight back up. It's at 8.2 and then it jumped straight back up. So just extending that gap then, 10.3 for Matthew Lambert over Bogus Begbie. And that gap slowly coming down between Bogus Begbie and Hunty the Punty, now up into 3rd. Still got Boone's Eye Bob chasing him down pretty quick. Joe Winner's closing the pair of them down as well. So he's having a couple of off-track moments as Joe Winner. Myler Tyler then, he's now down in 7th place. So had a bit of a mare then, Myler Tyler and Joe Winner. Dragon Eagle in 8th place. I've seen him spin off track once, so that's compromised his race really. Put him quite far down the pack. NGR happy as well, span off right at the start, as did TWT UK. So that's represented by their time so far back from P1. So now 12.5 seconds up the road, Matthew Lambert. Absolutely pulling it out of the bag. Bogus Begbie having that gap reduced behind him between Boone's Eye Bob and Joe Winner. well. So Hunty the Punty then, he's been pushed down into 6th. So I don't know what happened there, but down into 6th place then for Hunty. Maybe a little bit of contact between himself and Boonseye. I couldn't tell you, I didn't see it. But looking to take that place off of Lorne as soon as possible. Different lines through there. But closing the gap then, Hunty. As small as they are, Lorne's trying to make that mini as wide as he can. While Tyler running it wide in the background, he's kept it on track though. It's just slowed him down a little bit, losing a bit more time to Hunty and Lorne in front of him. So Matthew Lambert then absolutely storming away with this race, 13.5 seconds. I don't know whether someone's been in his car and taken the seats out or something, made it super light. But he's taken advantage of whatever it is. Bogus Begbie quite comfortably in 2nd at the minute. He's got 3.7 or nearly 4-second gap back to. Oh, so it's all kicking off in the background. Boonseye Bob, Joe Winner and Lorne all getting involved. Joe Winner making the best of all that. He's now up into 4th place. Looking to get past Boonseye Bob as soon as possible, so only a second back from him. That gap coming down pretty quickly as well, so Lorne now down into 5th, Hunty in 6th, while Tyler still in 7th. Closing the gap on Hunty. Dragon Eagle in 8th place, not managing to make any time up on the boys in front. NGR Happy also just struggling a little bit. He's 4.2 seconds back from Dragon Eagle. And TWT struggling right at the back, 35.6 seconds back from NGR Happy. But sticking in the race, which is good to see. There's a few people I know that would get a bit upset about being last place and so far back and quit the race. So good to see him sticking with it. As I say, it is a long series, so there is points to be had regardless of where you finish in the race. And as you've seen, with all the battling going on, positions can be had left, right and centre. So nearly 15 seconds in front then, Matthew Lambert. So got the reins of that mini, no problem. Bogus Begbie, the gap come down a little bit, but I think Matthew Lambert did just get this corner wrong right here. So slowed him down a little bit. Yeah, a lot cleaner from Bogus Begbie. He's still got a 4-second gap back to Boonseye, who's got Joe Winner for company. So this could be an interesting battle coming down here. As we just go on board. Just watch Joe Winner, see how quickly he closes the gap. Slipstream is unreal, so he won't close the gap massively. Not close enough to make a move into this corner, I don't think. He is close. Boonseye Bob not getting the best run out of there. Joe Winner looking like he's going to get a move done down the inside. He will have the better line into this next corner. But it is a fast corner. You don't want to get it wrong. Up into 3rd then, Joe Winner taking that place cleanly off of Boonseye. They're currently holding fastest lap of the race at 1:06.0 as well for Joe Winner on lap 9. Only 20 seconds left of this race, so we're on board with Matthew Lambert. He has just crossed the line, so he will have to do another lap. Bogus Begbie then, he's coming down the start finish straight for the last time. Oh no, he'll get another lap in as well. So will Joe Winner and Boonseye. Lorne will just get one more in. So Myler Tyler looks like he's getting first across the line then, so 6th place for Myler, 7th place for Hunty, 8th for Dragon Eagle, NGR Happy in 9th place, and TWT 10th, but he's probably going to get overtaken by this man here. He already has been. So Matthew Lambert then had an absolute stormer of a race. He qualified in 2nd, managed to get into P1 on the start-finish straight, had a really good start off the grid. Took 1st place and kept it. He was under a bit of pressure from Joe Winner and who else? Bogus Begbie for a bit, but they got entangled and just allowed Matthew Lambert to run away with it then. So 1st place for Matthew, 2nd place for Bogus, 3rd place for Joe Winner, 4th place for Boonseye, 5th place for Lorne, 6th place for Myler, Hunty the Punty in 7th, 8th for Dragon Eagle, NGR Happy in 9th, and we just see TWT then coming across the line for 10th place. So there will be a couple of minutes break between race 1 and race 2. James Hood, evening mate. Yeah, I saw a bit of lag, mate. I didn't see who it was, but yeah, I did see a bit of lag in there. Was it Lorne? Could have been. But I only did see one bit of it, so. But you weren't having a bad race there, Hunty. It was looking like you were having it, and I don't know what happened between you and, was it Joe Winner? Bogus you got entangled with, or Boonseye, I can't remember. Yes, let me just give Matthew Lambert a little congratulate. Bogus to Joe Winner in 3rd. Blue Lamb. I did get that right, didn't I? Joe Winner, Bogus Begbie, Matthew Lambert. Yeah, thank God for that. Congratulating the people in 9th or something. Great race. So route settings have been changed. 30-minute endurance. Tyres times 10. Fuel times 8. They start with 70 litres. What else has changed? Grid order. Reverse grid. Maximum tyre rating super soft. And minimum tyre rating race hard. So they do have to swap compounds during this race. They will have to pit as well. So strategy will play a big part in this one. I don't know how long they're going to give the guys. Race start at 21:15. Okay, so we've got a few minutes for guys to go toilet, whatever they need to do. I was half expecting to see Baggy Snails on the stream, but it's not here, which is a shame. I know he's a bit bored. Hunty the Punty, brake balance +4. Razor Wolf, I think you've just followed me on PlayStation, if that's anyone watching the stream, thanks. I did have a new subscriber to the channel today. I was going to give him a shout, but I can't remember who it was. Let me go and have a look. That's not nice, is it? I should give all my new subscribers a shout really, but half the time it don't even show up. What's his name? J Wills. Thanks for subbing, my friend. And Ryan, like CJW said the other day, right, when he was watching a stream, I'm looking at my video and I can see 7 people watching. I got no likes on my video. What are you lot playing at? Cheers, Ryan. You forgot last time, if I remember rightly. So we have got a few minutes, got 5 minutes till race 2 starts. As I say, it is a reverse grid. CJ, evening mate. How's the pro lobby going? So CJ is doing pro commentary over another group of idiots racing around this track in these minis. I tried to set my laptop up earlier, CJ, to see if I could like get that all sorted out and stuff, and I've not fired it up for about 5 years. Damn, it's slow. Another win for Sparks. Yeah, it was the new driver tonight, Matthew Lambert, who took the win here in the first race. Qualified his second and pushed his way through to first off, you know, straight off the grid. Yeah, add 200 kilos. Nice. Yeah, might have to do that to Matthew Lambert as well. Yeah, he tore away with it. He was about 15 seconds on the road. There was 1 or 2 little incidents which allowed the guys to drop back and let him pull away, but he had a good race, kept it clean, kept it on track. That's the main thing. I'm glad to hear you're alright anyway, CJ. That's good to hear, mate. So the conversation's still going on about Hunty the Punty's brake balance. Say it while I'm sitting here waffling on. Like, subscribe and all that stuff. I nearly swore. Yeah, like and subscribe and all that stuff. Go give CJ a like and subscribe as well. Go check out his videos. He does a lot of commentary like myself, and a fair bit of point of view racing. So go check him out, give him a like. He is, as I say, commentating over the pro lobby of this tonight. Again, links and descriptions below to all CJs and Hewitt Racing Facebook page and website, and to the Next Gen Racing page as well on Facebook. That'll all be in description below after the race, because I'm not putting it in now. I probably could if I had like everything sorted out, but I'm still not doing it now. Left. That was results from race 1, so it will be a reverse grid of that. TWTK out the front. Raider Point shouting out for Boons. No, it's Boonsy, isn't it? I was calling him Boonseye again. It's Boonsy Bob. Remind me, people. Don't like getting people's names wrong. I was calling some Belgians Germans the other week. They didn't like that. In a good way, they didn't like that. But that was the second time I'd done it, so oops. But they're very similar, them flags. You can't help it, can you? So yes, we will start with TWT UK on pole for the second race. NGR Happy in second, Dragon Eagle in third, Hunty the Punty in fourth, Milo Tyler in fifth, Lorne in sixth, Boonseye Bob in seventh, Joe Winner in eighth, Bogus Begbie in ninth, and Matthew Lambert in 10th. So these boys will have to start at the back of the pack and fight their way through. They will have a half an hour to do it. As I say, strategy will play quite a big part. More shouts for Hunty. Having a shout off in the chat. Got shouts for Hunty and Boonsy. It's going to be a toss-up. He's looking hot, but he just got inveigled with one or two little incidents in that first race. Just allowed the guys up front to just pull away a bit. Come on, Hunty. Even I'm rooting for you now. So we are into the final. Not bloody paying attention. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Oh, sorry people, I'm late. Now I'm in. Damn you, game. So let me go on board with P1. That's TWT UK. Come on, Hunty, you can do it. 4th spot. So the guys away. Good start from Matthew Lambert. Bullseye Bob working his way. He's up into 5th already. NGR happy into 1st spot. Then TWT UK losing spots left, right, and centre. So NGR happy then getting out in front through all the melee. Dragon Eagle into 2nd through the 1st corner. Hunty the Punty up into 3rd. Then Bogus Begbie challenging for 3rd place. Taking a slightly different line through there. So side by side coming through the S's. And it's 2 pairs of people. So Dragon Eagle just looking for a move on NGR Happy, and Bogus Begbie's looking for a move on the pair of them. But NGR Happy's just run himself wide, so he's now going to move way down the pack. Matthew Lambert has stormed through the pack. He's up into 1st place already. Don't even know where he came from. He's got hyperdrive on that thing. Bogus Begbie then into 2nd, under some serious pressure from Dragon Eagle in 3rd place. Hunty the Punty just got a little bit defensive from Lorne, who's gone for a move down the inside, so taking that place off of Hunty up into 4th, then for Lorne 5th for Hunty now. Myler Tyler down in 6th. He's got NGR Happy, who we have just seen run off track. He's got him for company, 0.2 of a second back, and Joe Winner 0.2 of a second back from him as well. Bullseye Bob's struggling down in 9th place at the minute. Boonsy. Half an hour of this race, so plenty of time. TWT going from P1 to P10 in a lap and a half. So struggling a bit in the middies then, TWT. And Matthew Lambert and Bogus Begbie getting into it side by side, coming through here, keeping it clean. Matthew Lambert just keeping control of that mini. Bogus Begbie up to 1st spot then, but Matthew Lambert's right on him. Dragon Eagles managed to get past Lorne now into 3rd place as well. Hunty the Punty looking for a move on Lorne as well, so just dropping back into the slipstream. He's got pushed back down into 5th, wasn't he? Yeah, but Myler Tyler's right on the back of him looking for a move, so pulling out Myler Tyler. Just dropping back in, trying to get the slipstream. So Lorne going defensive slightly. Hunty just covering off that line. Also 3 wide, bit of contact. All the guys just managing to keep it clean. Lorne keeping that 4th place then. Hunty the Punty right back on him. There's a little bit of contact in the background. Joe Winner and Myler Tyler by the look of it. So Myler Tyler down into 8th place then. He's just been overtaken by Boonsy, who's lost the back end of that mini. Managed to keep control of it though. But that's compromised him, so NGR Happy's got past him up into 7th place then. Bullseye down into 8th through that. Myler Tyler going to take that place off him as well. So struggling there, Boonsey. So Bogus Begbie then still under some pressure from Matthew Lambert. Dragon Eagle's not out of this fight yet either. He is only 3/4 of a second back. So again, he's just got to stick on the back of these two. Wait for them to get in V-Good, have a bit of a fight. And he could just slip through unnoticed. There's a big old gap back to Hunty the Punty, 3.2 seconds back. Joe Winner for company now then. Hunty less than a second, well, just over a second then. That gap just yo-yoing a little bit. So Hunty in 4th, Joe Winner in 5th. Lawn again closing the gap on Joe Winner. Both guys out on the softs. So Hunty the Punty then really close to Lawn then, but I don't know whether he doesn't like that corner, but he lost loads of time to him through there. NGR happy then in 7th, Myler Tyler in 8th, Boozar Bob for company, half a second back. Getting a good run out of the last corner as well, Boonsey. TWT, he's only 16.7 seconds off the back of the fight. His lap time's not looking like he's going to be able to catch up with anybody and really get V-Good in a fight for position. But again, points on the board for him. So Bogus Begbie's still out in front, just less than half a second. Dragon Eagles close the gap on this fight as well. Matthew Lambert running wide, that's going to allow Dragon Eagle to close the gap a little bit more. So a good fight going on from P1 at the minute. Bogus Begbie just managing to make a little bit of a gap up, 0.6 of a second. Dragon Eagle looking for a move down the inside. Oh, apologies, so down the inside of Matthew Lambert then for second place. Good move by Dragon Eagle. Matthew Lambert's right back on him though. He might make a move into the first corner. They are closing the gap on Bogus Begbie. Dragon Eagle not having to go defensive, but it looks like he has. Oh, I thought he might run himself wide then. I'll just flick up to Bogus Begbie. I heard his tyre screeching. I was just hoping he didn't run himself off wide as well. So Matthew Lambert is right on the back of Dragon Eagle now, 0.1 of a second, almost pushing him down the track. So he's taking a tighter line through there. I thought he was going to be able to get the run side by side on the way out, but not quite managing to make that stick. Losing a bit of time now to him. So Lawn in 4th, he's 4 seconds back from 3rd place Matthew Lambert. Joe Winner for company now. Hunty the Punty is now down into 6th place. So out of the mediums then Hunty. I don't know whether he's just struggling with that car a little bit, but Joe Winner looking for a move on Lawn now. Just took it back behind him, getting that toe up the straight. Still a good fight going off in front. Bogus Begbie still taking the lead. Dragon Eagle taking that seconds pace we've just seen. Matthew Lambert in 3rd then. So Joe Winner not able to close the gap down straight. Lawn still in 4th then. Joe Winner in 5th. Hunty, as I say, not sure what happened to him, but down in 6th then for Hunty. Myler Tyler in 7th, only 1.6 back. NGR happy in 8th, he's got Boonsey closing him. So just 3/4 of a second between these two. That gap coming down as well. Boonsey looking to take the place off of NGR happy pretty soon by the look of it. This does seem to be the section where he loses a bit of time through here. Maybe it's just the corner before he's not quite getting right, losing a bit of speed on the way out. He's got a good run through there. So almost side by side, just having to drop back into the slipstream. Not managing to close the gap enough on this straight by the look of it. So back up to the battle up front. Bogus Begbie's managed to get a second gap over the battle behind him for second. So just holding that top spot then. Dragon Eagle just been overtaken by Matthew Lambert again, so positions changing back, taking a couple of laps, but Matthew Lambert's managed to take that place back off him. So up into second then for Matthew Lambert. Dragon Eagle's looking to make another move down the inside, not quite close enough that time, but he has got a good run out of this corner. So pitting then, so we've got Bogus Begbie in the pits and Dragon Eagle. So both guys coming in on the softs, absolutely out of fuel. So it looks like Dragon Eagle's just covering off P1, making sure he sticks with him, move for move. Punty the Punty now in the pits as well. So out of fuel, plenty of life left in those tyres, but out of fuel. Looks like he's just going for a top up on fuel as well. So that's allowed Matthew Lambert into P1, 4-second gap then to Joe Winner behind him. This guy's not pit yet. He's got Lawn for company as well, just half a second back, less than that now. 3 of a second as they come into the S's down the hill. Bags, evening mate. Sorry if it's been late. The NGR stuff starts at 8:30, my friend. Yeah, Matthew Lambert now then into the pits. So let's just go and have a look where Dragon Eagle is. Bogus Begbie, so he's out in 6th then, Dragon Eagle. Bogus Begbie in 8th, coming out of the pits. So Dragon Eagle's decided to stay on the racing softs and just go for fuel as well. So let's have a look. Matthew Lambert is just out in front of Dragon Eagle. That's him up the road. But Dragon Eagle is closing him down. He's coming full speed down that straight, whereas Matthew Lambert is just coming out of the... Oh, but he's run himself wide then, Dragon Eagle. That's going to slow him down loads. He'll be saying some Dutch swear words in his helmet, no doubt. And he's now got Boonsy closing him down, so 0.6 of a second, 0.5 of a second. He's got Bogus Begbie going for a move down the inside into the naughty left-hander, taking that place with ease. Then Bogus, 5th place for you. Joe Winner now in the pits. NGR happy then, he's also coming in the pits. That should allow Matthew Lambert and Dragon Eagle to take P1, P2 back. Bogus Begbie straight back in the fight with Dragon Eagle as well, looking to take that P2 off him. Yeah, Matthew Lambert up into P1, Dragon Eagle P2, Bogus Begbie right behind him from 3rd spot. He's not that far back either, but he's about out of fuel, so he's got to be careful. He might even have to do a bit of fuel saving this lap. Don't you apologise, my friend, I'm apologising. James Hood, come on Booney, sort it out. 4th spot. Like I say, he's about out of fuel. He's got to be careful he doesn't run out by the end of this lap. So Joe Winner then been in the pits out in 5th place. He's still got Lawn for company. He's covered him off. Just extending that gap. It's 2nd now between Joe Winner and Lawn. Punty the Punty then 7th place, 3.3 back. He's come in the pits for fuel but didn't come in for tyres. Tyler then down in 8th, he's also pit out on the racing softs, nearly a full tank. NGR happy out on the softs as well. TWT's come out on the mediums. So Bootsy's in the pits now. He is absolutely out of fuel. Looks like he literally ran out of fuel as he crossed the line. see where he comes out. So Matthew Lambert, he's 5 seconds up the road now from Dragon Eagle. So Bogus Begbie and Dragon Eagle has just, the little fight between these two has just allowed Matthew Lambert to run off the road a little bit. 5 seconds the gap. Dragon Eagle just keeping that P2. Almost extending that gap to Bogus Begbie by a second, just under at the minute. And then 4.5 back to Bogus Begbie in 4th place. Sorry, to Joe Winner in 4th place. He's still got Lorne pretty close for company as well. So only a second back. See the Punty closing that gap a little bit at a time. Gap just going up again. Myler Tyler, he's had a bit of a naughty race down in 7th for Myler. See a bit of contact between him and Joe Winner. NGR Happy in 8th then. So Boonsey has come out in 9th place. He's out on the super softs as well, so he'll be looking to take some scalps. TWT UK, he's currently in 10th place, a lap down from most of the guys. Sticking with it nonetheless. So extending that gap a little bit more than Matthew, 5.1. Dragon Eagle, he's got Bogus Begbie, he's closed that gap down to 0.2 of a second now. And that gap even less. Bumper to bumper as they come down the start-finish straight. Dragon Eagle going instantly defensive. He's just managed to eke a bit of a gap out there between himself and Bogus. So nearly half a second just down the start-finish straight, so that just shows what a good drive out the corner can do. Just relieve the pressure into that first corner. Allowed him to concentrate on his race rather than where Bogus Begbie is. So 4 seconds back then to Joe Winner. That can come down a little bit. Dragging Lorne with him as well, so still less than a second that gap. Dropping off Hunty a little bit, 5.2 seconds the gap between Lorne and Hunty, 5.4. As I say, Myler Tyler in 7th. NGR Happy in 8th. Down in 9th, but he's out on a fresh set of racing super softs. Oh, but he has lost that corner. He's into the wall then, Boonsey. Oh, that's unfortunate for him, so that's going to compromise his lap time, and he's got damage as well, so TWT UK is going to come back past. That's not the position, he has already been lapped, so it just means he's got to do it all again. Race tonight then. Matthew Lambert, he's won race 1, qualified in P2, won race 1, and he's looking like a good shout for race 2 at the minute. We will go on board with Matthew Lambert. We did do during the qualifying session, but he didn't stick it in the wall, but kept it clean during the race, and we will try a lap on board with Matthew Lambert. Soft tyres absolutely devastated the front right. So onto the blue bit, hard left, try not to run it wide onto that sand. Through this wide chicane, full power through there. To this almost 90-degree left-hander. This is the corner that's been catching a few of the guys out. So you can see it's absolute full lock. Oversteer and understeer and everything going on. We've seen Hunty the Bunty drift his mini round there. So up the hill this is another corner that's catching the guys out. They do seem to have got control of it this race. So around the hairpin, then onto the start-finish straight again. So kept it on track that time, Matthew, just a little bit wide through that left, but a clean lap. Begbie is currently holding fastest lap of the race, actually, with a 1:06.4. Matthew Lambert's fastest lap. Why isn't that up there? Why wouldn't you do that? Oh, that just shows the last lap, not their fastest. Okay. Bogus Begbie then got past Dragon Eagle. Again, drifting that mini round there. So Dragon Eagle, will he make try to make another move into the hairpin? He's a little bit far back for that one. It's a move we've seen him pull a couple of times. Yeah, he is just a little bit far back. It did look like Bogus Begbie knew what he was doing, kind of went in the middle of the track to cover that off. Closing the gap now on Matthew Lambert, that's only 2.9 seconds, he did have 5 seconds gap. So still a good fight occurring, and looking like it's going to come to a bit of a conclusion closer to the end of the race. That gap coming down again, 2.8 between Matthew Lambert and Bogus Begbie. Dragon Eagle still right on the back of Bogus as well, less than half a second. Joe Winner closing the gap as well, dragging Lorne. He has just dropped off Lorne by half a second. Milo Tyler then up into 6th. NGR Happy in 7th. See the Punty in 8th then. So again, just been in the pits, new set of racing softs. He'll be going to the end on those, I assume. Boonsy down in 9th, out on the super softs. TWT, he's now diving in the pits. So he'll be coming out with, let's see what he comes out on. I think he's been on the softs and the mediums, so it's a free choice for him now. Matthew Lambert just extending that gap a little bit more, 2.9. It was 3 seconds when I did glance. Dragon Eagle has got past Bogus Begbie. Made a bit of a gap as well, 1.2 seconds. So another good move by Bogus, maybe, sorry, another good move by Dragon, maybe into the hairpin on that last lap. Joe Winner just struggling to take any time out of these boys, so that gap's still there. Oh, he's lost it on that left-hander. Just managed to keep it from smashing into the wall at full speed, but that's compromised his lap times and his position. So Lorne taking that place off him easily. And now he's got all that work to do. He's 6.5 seconds down from Lorne now. In 5th place is Joe Winner. So yeah, that's that left-hander and the hairpin that seems to be catching people out. Milo Tyler then in 6th place, he's not far behind. No, sorry, he is a fair chunk behind, 4.2 behind Joe Winner. I saw him catching up on the back of TWT, that's what made me think it was Joe Winner. Dragon Eagle now in the pits, so he's going to lose some positions. He's having a good battle up the front of the pack, so back out the pits then in 5th place. Matthew Lambert, oh look at his tyres, oh my gosh, is he even going to make it round? Bogus Begbie, that gap coming down massively. He's got plenty of tyres, not so much fuel, but plenty of tyres. Oh, looking to make a move on him into the hairpin. So Matthew Lambert is coming in the pits then. Bogus Begbie's coming in as well, so up into 1st then Bogus, just as they come into the pits. So Dragon Eagle we've just seen been in the pits, so he's just coming up to the last corner now. He will benefit from a little bit of a tow from Myler Tyler in front of him. But we'll see whether that gets him out in front of Matthew Lambert. Looks like Matthew Lambert's just come out of the pits in front, and there's Bogus Begbie as well, just been released. So Dragon Eagle not managing to gain any places through that undercut. He's looking to make a bit of a move on Myler Tyler into the first corner, so just sticking it on the inside, taking that place off of Myler Tyler, up into fourth then for Dragon Eagle. So the gap just 1.5 between Matthew Lambert and Joe Winner at the minute, but Joe Winner's on some worn softs, whereas we've just seen Matthew Lambert out on a fresh set of racing super softs. Bogus Begbie also, oh, he's out on the softs as well. I would have thought he would come out on super softs, but never mind. So Dragon Eagle then up into fourth. Bogus Begbie's got past, side by side, then coming around the last corner. So positions changing as they were coming down that start-finish straight. Bogus Begbie has got back in front. Will he be able to keep that place before the first corner? Yes, Joe Winner's tucked in behind him, so Bogus Begbie up into second then. Joe Winner in third. Dragon Eagle closing the gap pretty quickly on Joe Winner. Onto the Punty then up into fifth. He's been in the pits. It's a quarter of a tank. I hope that lasts you, mate. Lawn in sixth then. Fresh set of racing super sauce for him. Myler Tyler as well, just come out of the pit, super sauce for him also. Again, NGR happy, same thing, racing super softs, looking to get the best out of the last few minutes of this race. Boonsey then, he's on a reasonably worn set of super softs. Quarter of a tank for him, just going around the outside of TWT UK there. He's got NGR happy just in front, 1.5 seconds. So still places to be had, even for the guys at the back. Bogus Begbie's got past Matthew Lambert. It's all kicking off. So it looks like Matthew Lambert's had a bit of a moment. Under some pressure for Dragon Eagle now. So Dragon Eagle looking to take that second place off him. So it looks like Matthew Lambert's going to lose a couple of positions in a couple of corners here. Joe Winner's in the mix as well. He's right behind these guys. Oh, so yes, Joe Winner's managed to make a move down the inside. As Matthew Lambert's just been compromised on that first corner. So down into fourth then for Matthew Lambert. So he won't be happy about that. He's got Hunty the Punty closing him down as well. That gap coming down pretty quickly. Hunty drifting that mini round, that hard left-hander. Has caught a few of the guys out tonight. Nothing to worry about from behind. Lawrence 8.2 seconds back from him. He's almost out on his own. He's got 8 seconds either side as Myler Tyler. NGR happy. So Bootsy Bob then, he's lost a bit more time to NGR happy. 3 seconds that gap now. So struggling this race. Oh, but NGR happy's just run it on the grass. That's allowed Bootsy to take that place off him. Bootsy was looking to keep it on the track himself there as he ran it wide. So up into 8th place then for Bootsy. NGR happy won't be happy about that as it came to the closing few laps of this race. I've done that myself, and yeah, it's, well, if you've had a good race and you're in a half decent position and you do something like that, it's well, it's not the best in the world, is it? So Bogus Begbie then 2.8 seconds on the road from Dragon Eagle, and he is just 1 second back from in front of Matthew Lambert. That gap coming down actually. He's pulling Joe Winner with him. He's 0.7 seconds back, and then there's a almost 10-second gap back to Lorne in 5th place. So Begbie's extending that gap some more, 3.3. Matthew Lambert got past Dragon Eagle. Dragon Eagle right back on him though. Just dropped off Joe Winner a little bit. So position to be had for Joe Winner. Still a podium place if he wants it. I thought Dragon Eagle was going to go for a late braking manoeuvre on Matthew Lambert there. He did back out at the last minute. I do know that Dragon Eagle likes to move into the last hairpin as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. Bogus Begbie, so gap coming down a little bit, 3.1 now the gap. And that gap just been extended as well between Matthew Lambert and Dragon Eagle, so Dragon Eagle might be a little bit too far back to do his hairpin manoeuvre this lap. We have only got 1 minute left. He's going for a last ditch effort. Oh, so he's not made it move around there. Late dive by Dragon Eagle there. He's compromised his speed going through that corner. He's dropped right off the back of Matthew Lambert now, but he's got Joe Winner closing him in a little bit. That gap just extended, so 1.8 seconds then back to Joe Winner. Myler Tyler in 5th then. Punty in 6th. Lawn in 7th. Boonsey in 8th. NGR Happy. He's lost more time to Boonsey then. He's in 9th place. And TWT still holding steady in 10th place. So back up to Bogus. This will be last lap. We've only got 4 seconds remaining. So the timer will tick down before he crosses the line. Makes this the last lap of the race. Just flicked up there on the screen. So last corner then for Bogus Begbie. 4.7 second gap to second place Dragon Eagle. Matthew Lambert has lost another place to Joe Winner there as well. So Bogus Begbie, obligatory handbrake across the line for Bogus. Good race there, Bogus. Dragon Eagle comes home in 2nd place. Good race from Dragon Eagle as well. Joe Winner in 3rd. So I don't know what happened to Matthew Lambert at the end of that race. Oh, he's out of fuel. Oh, what an absolute nightmare. So 4th place. Oh, it's not going to be 4th place. 5th. 5th place for Matthew Lambert. Myler Tyler in 4th then at the end of that. Matthew Lambert in 5th. Hunty the Punty in 6th. Lawn in 7th. So we just wait for Boonsey to come across the line in 8th place. Will he give us a handbrake? No, he's going straight. Oh, he gives us a bit of a wiggle. So 8th for Boonsey, 9th for NGR Happy, and 10th for TWT UK. So that's race 2 of this evening. Begbie, well played, my friend. Well played. That was some good racing. I do like commentating over these minis. As I say, they're very similar to P1's Toyotas that I've done as well. Short courses, little fiery cars. Yeah, it's good. So that is round 4 of the Next Gen Racing CHewitt Mini Cooper Cup. So this was brought live from Sardegna, something track. You lot won't be able to explain what it was. Thomas Begbie, like it. Just want to say thanks to everyone back at the factory. Let's keep pushing. You should have made that. You should have put in brackets like in a radio voice across a helmet kind of thing. That's what you should have put like that. So yeah, another good race by the Next Gen boys. So I will put links in description to Next Gen. I will put links for CJW Racing. What else was I going to put links into? Oh yeah, of course. CHewitt Racing, of course. I'm going to put links in for those. I'll put the Facebook page and the website as well. So go check them out. Go give them a like. Show the love. All that stuff. As I say, I'll put a link in for CJW Racing as well. He is commentating, or was commentating, over the Pro Lobby. So yeah, go give his stuff a like and a subscribe and all that stuff as well. You can watch it as well if you want. And yeah, do the same for me. Like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Tell your mates, tell your mum. I'm back on Wednesday with Next Gen versus P1 versus SimFX versus MRC Team versus Team GR3 event. That came from Red Bull in the rain on Wednesday. I can't remember where this week's track is. But yeah, that's usually good, some good racing there. And then I'm back Friday for some more swearing. So if you like this stuff, which is all swear free, then you might not like the other stuff where I'm behind the wheel, because that's not swear free at all. But yeah, I'm back Friday for my own races. That's the MRC GTTCC. It's a really good season, that is. It's we're in season 10. There's about 7 or 8 different lobbies, leagues, 120 drivers, I think. We all race the same tracks, different cars, etc., etc. Yeah, some really good racing. And then I'm back Sunday for the final of P1's Nissan GR2 League as well. So that's been some good racing in that league, so come and check those out. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, because Thursdays is done. That's right. So I'm usually on Thursdays, but I'm on Fridays instead. Only for another 4 weeks, so my first set of races was Friday just gone. 2nd and a 9th in those, not bad. Second race wasn't great. But they're on the page if you want to go and like those. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to end the stream there. But make sure you tell your mates, tell your mum, that sort of stuff. Like, subscribe, click all the links, like all the pages, that sort of stuff. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of it.